Today we will learn about how to manage the materials in build control. So managing the material, you have to go to any specific project. Now here you have to find the option manage materials. Click on the manage materials. Now you can find the 6 options here. So first is the center store MR. It is useful for the center store. Right now I am not explaining that, it is already covered in the center store modules video. So you can check that out. Now in current inventory you can find all the available materials in your inventory for this specific site. Like build control 5 is this project, and in this project I have this much of materials. See, if you want to add any new material into the inventory, like you are accepting our system today, implementing this system in today, then you just have to add the stock which are available at the site without adding any suppliers details and everything. So for that you have to click on this add new plus. By click on that you have to define like at which place this material is available or is placed. Otherwise, now select the material. Like if I select this material, bricks are available in 1000 quantity. Some other material is available, like this materials is available as a 150 bags, and if I click on the save, so this material is added into the inventory. Now if you want to check the history of any of the material, you have to click on that material. So here you can find all the details that has been added to the this material. Like whenever this material is received, you can find the entry. Whenever this material is consumed, you can also find that entry here. Now we go further into the purchase request. Purchase request is useful for supervisor or the site engineer for requiring the material. So how to create the purchase request? To create the purchase request, you have to click on this add new button. Now your engineer has to define like for which location he required the material. So in our system we have a wing creation. So I have these two wings. On wing A at this floor for this units, I want some materials. For adding the materials, you have to click on this add material, select the materials, select the required date if you want. Now I am selecting this another material and click on the save. See, however and whatever the material you require, you have to just select. If you have any paper written notes, then you can also attach the photographs. Now you have like your, if your engineer has a permission of approval of this request, then you have to give them the permission of approve, so they can get this button of save and approve. Otherwise they only have access of a save button. By click on the save, one request has generated. Now for approval of this request, authorized person has to go to this purchase request and see the requirement, like okay, this request is needful, so they will go to they will now approve this request. They will click on the approve, and after approval you can find the two options like generate purchase order and mark as order. If you want to generate the purchase order with this purchase request, you simply have to click on this generate purchase order button. So all the details will be filled automatically. Now you only have to select the supplier from which you want to order the material, and after talk you can decide like which one was the expected delivery date and everything. By click on this material name, you can change the rate of the materials. You can also add the discount and GST, which is itemized GST or itemized discount. So you can change this all the things. If you want to add more materials, click on this add material. Now if there is any additional charge, deduction amount and everything, if you want to write the terms and condition into the purchase order, you have to click on this terms and condition Otherwise, if you want to create the new terms and condition, you have to click on this plus icon. And after that, all the terms and condition will be available into the drop down. Now, see, same concept of approvals is also available in the purchase order. So if I want to approve, if I am creating the purchase order, and also I have authority to approve the purchase order. So I have to click on the save and approve. Otherwise, the same concept of approval and everything is there. So now I'm get back to the purchase request, and this purchase request status will be changed as an order request. Now in purchase order, you can find the approved purchase order. By going to that purchase order, you can find the option to download this purchase order. So you can download this purchase order into the PDF format. In this format, your company's logo will be on the top right side and your company's name will be at the top, and this is the format of the purchase order by build control. So you can check and you just click on this send file button, and you can share this purchase order via email or the WhatsApp, however you like. Now whenever you receiving the purchase order ordered material, at that time your supervisor or the engineer from the site has to go to this material received module. In material received module, they have to directly select the purchase order if there is any. If you are not creating the purchase order with our system, there is no any issue. You just have to select the supplier and you just select the materials which are received at the site. But if you select the materials or the suppliers, like if you are selecting the purchase order with which are created from our system, then all the data related to that purchase order will be seen here. So your supervisor has a very less work to do now. So if there is any less quantity received at the site or some excess material received at the site, they have to click on this material and change the quantity. Like this materials is received at a lesser quantity, so they can change the quantity also. They can also add the unloading location or by which vehicle this material has received. They can also attach the delivery challan number and their photo of the delivery challan. After click on the save, these materials which are received by this GRN will automatically added to the inventory. You can find in the current inventory of that materials. See here you can find all the entries. Now material transfer is useful to transfer the material from this project to another project. To create the material transfer entry, you have to click on this add new button. You have to select on which you are sending the material. So I am selecting this one project, and here you can find all the materials with its available stock. Now I want to send this material to another project. And if you want to click the photograph, then just take pictures, and after that you have to click on the save. So this request is goes to that another project, and that person who is available at that new project, like on this Vastad Bridge project, they will have a permission to mark this request as a deliver. So this material will deduct from this project's inventory, and that will be added to the new project's inventory. This is how the material transfer is work. So this is how you can manage all of your materials from purchase request to material purchase order, and after that material received, and all will be visible into the current inventory module. Thank you.